So I'm going to invite you now to join me in an inner resource practice. But as I said in the first video, everything is an invitation. So you can just listen, you can join in, you will have an audio of this that you can do. Just see what works for you in this moment. When we are doing these practices, you can be seated, lying down, you can be standing, even walking around the room. With the audios, you could be taking a walk. So do what feels right to you in this moment. Again, I'm going to give you just a little time to settle in. And your eyes can be open or closed, whatever works for you. And as you settle in, see if there's anything you need to do to be 5 to 10% more comfortable. And begin to open your senses to the environment, the sounds around you, the sensation of air on your skin, maybe sensing coolness or warmth, the sensations where your body touches the surfaces that are supporting you. And just notice the gentle rise and fall of the chest and the abdomen as the breath comes in and goes out. And bring attention now to your inner resource, this place that you can learn to feel within you, where you sense ease, groundedness, security, maybe the ability to be completely yourself without concern. You may want to invite in an image of a special place, maybe a place in nature or somewhere that you remember feeling calm, nourished, supported, maybe the image of a person, an animal you care about, a symbol, anything that nourishes these sensations of being grounded at ease. It can be a real place or you can imagine it, you can create it. And just open all your senses to feel into this. Feel it in your body. Notice what it looks like. Are there sounds, aromas, or scents, colors, maybe shapes, textures? This is your special place, so you can make it whatever you want. Your inner resource should lift you up. And if there's something there that doesn't make you feel that way, then let it go. It doesn't need to be there. And just take a moment longer now to rest here, to really nourish feelings of okayness, maybe peace, well-being. Notice what happens to your breath as you rest with your inner resource, how it feels in your body. And just remember that you can return here anytime, 24/7. This is your ally waiting for you to remember that your inner resource is here for you. So just begin. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. If you did close your eyes, open and closing them a few times as you begin to reorient to your surroundings. Just feeling your inner resource as you transition, remembering it's always there for you. And I thank you for taking the time to do this practice with me. I'm going to close here with a few thoughts about how you can work with your inner resource. I want to share a quote from a teacher in Alaska about how it felt to do the inner resource practice. I feel at peace. That idea of my inner resource being my ally was especially touching, as it took a while to think of a place where I could feel safe and fully be myself. So we work with it. We find ways to feel into it with our senses. Journaling can be a great way to work with your inner resource, especially if that's something you already do. These are words that teachers, when I did a webinar series for ASDN, came up with that came to them, words that came to them as they were practicing their inner resource. Brain clear, grounded, spacious, connected, balance, purpose. And if something negative is coming to you as you are working with your inner resource, do take note of that as well, because as we move through the steps, we will be working with negative thoughts and emotions. For now, just park that. As you're doing an inner resource practice, and you'll have an audio for this as part of the series, and just notice images, sounds, smells, feelings that come to mind. And most importantly, being able to learn to feel it in your body. As far as resources, I already mentioned the workbook specific to inner resource. Go to page 9. I like to start this practice with inner resource, so you'll find that a little ways into the workbook. You have an introduction to iRest, a 2-page handout that I provided. Already mentioned the audio recording, and you've seen the iRest website, which I encourage you to go to. And we'll be talking more about practice, but don't think it has to be a lot to make a difference. Just a few minutes a day, you can be changing your brain, resetting your nervous system. Thank you for joining me today.